Yeah, Nord Stream. I think the major Ukrainian misperception is here that it's entirely a result of Russian lobbying, and some even would perhaps say that it's sort of anti-Ukrainian or in disregard of Ukraine. I think there is an element again of strategic provincialism here, that there would be this idea. The business is one thing and geopolitics is another thing, and we should mix it, and whoever mixes it, and we have just our economic interests, and don't let us interfere with our normal economic activity. We have a liberal order, and the German interpretation in that case of the liberal order would be that economic activities should not be influenced by political interferences. I've argued already in articles in Germany against Nord Stream 1, and that this would be a preparation for something larger, and that this is not purely geo-economic project, but a geopolitical Russian project. And here I see now the same thing. I think, but I think the misunderstanding here on the Ukrainian side is that that one of the major motivations of Germany for going into this or for considering this is the state of the Ukrainian gas transportation system. So this system has been built in the 1970s by, among other, East German guest workers in what was then the Ukrainian Soviet Republic. And the assessment of Germany is that this gas transportation system, without a major renovation, and I've heard that about 5 billion euros might be necessary to get it, would become dysfunctional at some point in the not so far future, and that you would either have to have a major renovation of the Ukrainian gas transportation system, or you would need a new. At least that is what I've heard from German representatives as a major argument, that at a certain point there will be really simply a gas transportation problem if nothing is done. And there have been earlier projects. There was in the early 2000s the project for a Russian-Ukrainian German consortium that would renovate the Ukrainian gas transportation system. To my knowledge, there has been no major renovation of the system, and that is now, for the German side, one of the major arguments for that. I'm still against this, clearly, this Nord Stream system, because that would mean that Russia could transport all of its gas to the European Union outside Ukraine, and that would be very dangerous indeed. But it is a more complicated issue than is sometimes portrayed in Ukrainian comments on that. And the way to go here would be, I think, I still would hope that this is not a done deal yet. Some people say it is already a done deal because the building of the pipeline has already been started, and but the way to go is here to make a proposal of what to do with the Ukrainian gas transportation system, or something like that. But it's a very complicated issue. But I also see here, of course, there's a lot of lobbying going on via, especially Gerhard Schröder.